this.
Wages, poverty.
Alright, hold on a sec.
AG, Bussy, DJ, AG mixing it down. Can you feel the groove, feel the groove, feel the groove? What we're telling them, hey, now here we go. I am the MC Mighty Mo. Don't take it too personal. We're gonna bust up the S to bleed me like no. Style, the wickedest flow. We got the flow to make them say, yo, we got the vibe. Yo, in the flow to make them say, yo. In the sound to make them rock, wow. In the groove to make them move. In the smooth to make them rough. In the soft to bite the dust in the dirt. Dirt with the buff, can't get enough. Hand in the glove, rubber dub dub in a raven slab. Bash with paper, this on the flavor. We are the future, pulling out dancer. AG with a mix and blend. Tell your family, tell your friend, and tell them again. Give thanks, Brixton. I remember Cash and Mulga, the movement with the music, each and every Friday night, Brixton Street Gym. Hold on, Benji! Level the spirit is level. Angels are guiding me, I do not follow no devil. Ready my gang on the level, I do not bang heavy metal. I'm guiding a new generation, my sound is a rebel. Tell them twice. Tell them again. Cowabunga, dude. Shell them again. Pressure bus pipe. Swell them again. I'm so big that he's thinking. I can't smell them again. I don't wear guises. I know what my size is. If I go shopping, I know where my aisle is. No sample, I ain't trying it. They make a lot of bullshit, I ain't buying it. Knowledge is power if I exercise it. Spirit is your force, but you gotta realize it. It's all emotional. The way that we think is emotional. The choices we make are emotional. The way that we move is emotional. Energy in motion. That's the motion. No potion, no commotion. We'll be telling them. Level the spirit. The spirit is level. Angels are watching me. I do not follow no devil. Ready my gang on the level. I do not back heavy metal. We're guiding a new generation. Our sound is a rebel. Tell them twice. Cowabunga, dude. That's right. Pressure buzz pipe. Swell them again. We're so big that he's thinking.
Man, you got they in the Benz like, how you mean? Walk on. We say, come on, jump in this bitch. Yeah, what's good, man? What's good on that goal? Come on. Hey. Hear what I'm saying? Wireless tickets are just gonna be done on the first day, innit? So on day one, you hear about the release of wireless tickets. If you want to see Cartel on the stage, yeah, bad. All right. So walk on, no man. What's popping? What you telling me? Yeah, big up, man. Old type man like Simon Harrison, did there? Hey, walk on. What you saying? You mate, like that, but wizard. Come on. Right, yeah. What we gonna say? Hardcore jungle night and day. Come on, this is G Block, and you know we don't play. Easy, take time. Come on. What you saying though? Come on, G Block. Up in this biatch. So, my ear says Sadiq gone. Sadiq walk one popcorn. What's her name? Susan Hall. Tried to stick it all over Sadiq Khan inside the London Mayor's office. So there was a meeting about the Chris Carver shooting and the processes behind that. We're gonna play that video whenever it's still. Yeah, man. But shout out. Who knows where loses? Does anyone know where loses? Let me know. Who knows where loses? Lose. Lewes. Yeah? Shout out we, man. Light number 3. How you mean? Tree. Come on about that tree ball. How you mean? Yeah, man. So the gangsters in Lewes on a fireworks night, bonfire night. You know what I mean? So they put a big pagan on the bonfire, cuz. Yeah, shout out the Lewes gang. You hear me? How you mean? Hey, wait. Hold. Yeah, them sides there, Hastings and that. Battle and I'll say Folkestone, Dover and that is more than M2A2. Lewes and all them is like A40. M40, is it 40? All that E5. Yeah, alright. Keeping it loose. I mean, you know, after let me smooth start playing. To walk on, man. And yeah. All of them boy, them a chat. Them a get, yo. Mad. Banke Lee cause her teeth is black. Mad. Are your skin white and your teeth black? How the blood clot is that? Hey. Hey. Hey, Kaylee, little crackhead. Yeah, stop fucking putting my name on your pussy old station, cuz. Jake will have to suffer the consequences if I see you two. You hear me? You little tramp. Behave yourself. You hear me? A lie? God damn, if your teeth are black, imagine the toes! What are those? Mad. God damn. Yeah, man. I don't know if Jake's here yet, man. Must be frowsy. Frowns. Stink panani, man. Mad. Oh my days. Alright. So light up the fire, let it burn down. Oh. Hear me? I hear me. Bon, hey. Bon Nigel. Yeah, man. Love upon reform. How you mean? How are them feel? Oh, so, shout out to Mike. Yo, one sec. One sec. Yo, so, shout out to Maiji. Yeah? Yeah? Lord Prem Sicker. How you mean? Yeah, man. Always trying to fight to get this wealth inequality gap. You know what I'm saying? Closed up. The poorest people's wages risen up a bit. Better facilities, working conditions, and wages. Receipt from income tax, VAT, national insurance, and blah 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 blah. You get it? One sec. One sec. Alright. Cool. Yeah, man. So. Shut up, man. Oh, my goodness. Mad. But anyway, yeah, so shout out Lord Prem Sicker. How you mean? My G, yeah? But in a real life. Alright, go on. Let it play.
Poverty, poor housing, food, high cost of living and household debt dissuade many people from having children. Eradication of poverty must be a priority for the government. So therefore, can I ask?
Yo, so, if you didn't hear, yeah, the reason he's making this statement is because the death rate of British citizens is now higher than the birth rate for British citizens. But it's nearly getting unaffordable for people to be able to start new families, right? You know? That something needs to be actually done properly, innit? It's like, I don't see how all these issues are always pointed out. Like, look, this is what's wrong and this is what's broken. But these things never get fixed. Or it's like the minimum's done to try to fix it. Like, what the fuck, man? and that ends up to a knock-on effect for other issues that start to come over in the future. You get me? Because, man, Prem, let it play.
The Minister to ensure that within a decade, no one on the national minimum wage should pay any income tax or national insurance, and the cost.
Yeah, that. He's saying, if we get this shit right, people on minimum wage shouldn't even be paying tax and national insurance. They should be rising the tax threshold, man. They're going to do it next year, innit? But, yo, they need to raise the tax earning thresholds. Because that's put a stagnation on the growth of wages as well. In reality to Bumbleclot, living wages, inflation and all that sort of stuff there. Definitely decoupled. Definitely decoupled, cuz. How you mean? Till I want to start doing some private work again. You hear me, cuz? Ah, damn. Trust me. Tabamba, yo. Alright, come on. Prem, let it play.
The cost of that policy must be borne by the ultra-rich. After all, 1% of the population has more wealth than 70% of the population combined.
Yeah, that. 1% of the population has more wealth than 70% of the population combined. Yes, stop being stupid little cuck here and begging for rich people not to pay no extra tax or the 1% not to pay their fair share. How have these men been able to get so much wealth above just the average person and all of our wealth collectively? You okay, cuz? And you are giving these men tax breaks? Yo, it's the poor people that need breaks, cousin, helps, hand ups, to step up and be able to. Alright, after World War II, yeah? After World War II, in the UK and in America, yeah, USA, they tax the richest people a higher percentage, yeah, a higher percent tax, and use the money to build up public services and facilities. Which, like I was saying, until the 70s, building of houses went below or started to drop below the amount of houses needed to be built to the amount of people, citizens in the country that need housing. So, especially these other dons that talk about we survived the war so we can get through anything. Yeah, but that's what happened after the war, right? Bad. The people that have big bread had to pay higher taxes. Even that's a finesse as well, anyway. Finesse it, cuz. It's your life. Did. Bye. So. But again, anyway, man, I'm gonna stop talking about change soon, anyway. What I've noticed is that most people actually love inequality. And they love it because it affects them on one side where there's people that's above them. But there's always someone that they can say, ah, look, at least I've got more than them, innit? At least I'm better than them. But yeah, it's mad. At least we got more than them. At least we're better than them. One shit way to fucking be. Hey, God, mate. The top 1% have more wealth than 70% of the country combined. If you just look at the timeline, yeah. If you look at back at a long enough timeline, yeah, you'll see how it's going. The resources are slowly trickling into the people that have portfolios, and depending on whose portfolio it gets in, you might not see that asset come out of that portfolio ever again. Yeah, so yeah, man. So nah, the super rich, man, the 1% of the country that have the most wealth. You gotta listen to what Lord Bremsicker said. I don't know if you heard it from the beginning, but the wealth inequality is staying the same as it was 40 years ago. I don't know about that, mate. 40 years ago. That's like only to the 80s. Yeah, uh, the biggest closure of wealth inequality took place after World War II. Yeah, all right. Listen, let me rewind in it so you can hear what it's saying. 'Cause it seems like you just jumped on it. You just joined in it. All right, go on. Prem. Yeah.
Low wages, poverty, poor housing, food, high cost of living and household debt dissuade many people from having children. Eradication of poverty must be a priority for the government. So therefore, can I ask the Minister to ensure that within a decade, no one on the national minimum wage should pay any income tax or national insurance, and the cost of that policy must be borne by the ultra-rich. After all, 1% of the population has more wealth than 70% of the population combined. When will he do that?
I'm afraid I can't agree with my noble friend on
Hey yo, you know what? Yeah, I've been chatting for long, you know. I didn't know the shit was on mute. Total Clyde. Ma. Yo, imagine I've been rapping for long, you know. From when it was on, when I paused the video, I've been speaking. Until Peekaboo said there's no sound, yeah. I looked down and it was on mute. Alright, let me recap what I said. Let me recap what I said, yeah. So he laid out that Premsick in it, yeah. He's proposing a way to encourage growth financially and people being able to afford to live in the cities without being in the top 1%. So if they had a plan to eradicate things like income tax or raise the tax threshold so people are able to have a bit more to spend out of their wage packet, do something about the housing crisis, like where the housing's, you know, them people getting damp, overcrowding, lack of housing, the homeless levels are high. You know, all them things like that. And the main one, the birth rates in the UK, the death rate has now surpassed the birth rate for the British citizens. Yeah, that's not for one specific race, that's for British citizens, right? So, boy. Big out there still. But you know how it goes, right? You get some of these people that are at the top, yeah, that try to propose something that could help more people than the majority and not the minority. The other man them that's receiving the benefits at the top there, then they're definitely not going to go for that. Yeah, it's mad, yeah, because think about it, yeah, there's people that are, I'm not sure if they're working class or not, but in our circles in the chat that will do anything to not let the most wealthy in society start to bear some of the cost of restoring public services, building new homes, making sure that you don't have to raise taxes on more taxes to the average working person. Making things just a bit more favourable for the small person, innit? In turn, if some of the stresses are taken off from some of the poorest in society, people may have a bit more children or whatever. You know, it's unaffordable today, Lucas. Are you mad? Yo. Where will the rich get their wealth from? from the working man. I don't know, bruv, but like some economists are coming with bleak outlooks in it, where they're saying that Victorian levels of poverty could return to places like the UK. I don't want to see none of that, bro. Yeah, I'm not looking for none of that. Me no want none of that. Trust me, definitely don't want none of that. Don't want no part of that. Mm-mm. Who don't need £80 cooking? Off the rich. Take child allowance off the rich. Yeah, the same way like they're means testing the winter fuel allowance. Should means test the child thing of it. Because imagine, yeah, some people have got accounts, yeah, where not one penny of the child allowance has been even used. I even noticed that it's even been put in there. You know, there's some families where they're reliant on that child allowance money to help keep things afloat. You know what I'm saying? Like, head above water and all that. Build a Muslim wall. Hey, but Trump, what about Trump for Muslim? What about Muslims for Trump? Hey, forget about it, man. Listen, yeah. The UK version of Donald Trump for a minute was Boris Johnson in it. Yeah, he didn't do shit. Boris Johnson is definitely not getting a second term. You want Victorian poverty to return to the UK, yeah? Oh, mad, man. You got mad. You don't want no Victorian levels. Listen, you don't want no 19 flipping 60s and 70s poverty to return, let alone Victorian levels of poverty. You already see the video that I played you of the where how the man was living in hybrid Islam in the 70s. Right now, you can't even afford to buy a house in Islam, innit? Yeah, but in them days, jeez, it was not nice. How you mean them a run like thief? And a run like police, don't run. Leave the Donald alone. I'm not picking on Donald. But, yo, hey, listen, I can't fuck with Donald Trump. Are you mad? It will set Elon onto man. I'm in. Yeah, people need to live within their means, yeah, but you know, on the other side of it, yeah, it's like the means keep fluctuating. It's like the cost of living prices and all them sort of things there. Start guy mad in one way. You know, it goes mad on one side, and other things drop. So like buying, I don't know, clothes that are not, say, designer label but decent quality. The price of that might have gone down, but the cost of rent's gone up, the cost of gas, electric's gone up, the cost of food and energy, electric, water's gone up. You know what I'm saying? Like, too much debt, they can't afford to pay it all back. Right. What's the stupid comparison? Disabled, you know. You know, man. Bastard. What's running the shop as well? Stop buying stuff you don't need to impress people you don't like with money you don't have. That's people that's overspending, innit? Yeah, but we're talking about, like, see, the average family whose bills have gone crazy without no crazy change in inflation to your wage packet, innit? You can build giant greenhouses and produce soft fruit all year. What's the link on community page? What link? I'm just saying, yeah, that there were a lot of us are living in much better conditions than a lot of people within the world. You can still keep the pressure on the people that are in charge to make an improvement. So things are improved for the majority. I don't know why man are against this one as well. Getting the things improved for the majority of people and not the minority of, like, you know, the 1% dons at the top. Economy is up. So I'm not even sure, you know, Vicky. I can't even lie. How do we keep the pressure on things just trying to get improved for the majority and not the minority? See, you know what it is? That's why I always keep trying to point out all these other dog whistle things or whatever. People take it as personal attacks though, right? But I'm like, yo, they're making dog whistles to make you fight against this side. This side are doing the dog whistles to fight against the other side. Well, the man that we're just taking the piss out of the top. Paying least and taking the most, while we pay the most and take the least. I thought everyone would be against that, but actually it's not. It's not actually true. Yeah, actually true. 'Cause like I said at the start, people say they're against the inequality. Yeah? I'm not taking no shots at anyone here. Yeah? It's like I can't even say that no more about someone feeling like it's them me I talk about. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just saying in general, it seems like that there's more people that don't want inequality to end and all them sort of things to go away, because I'm not even sure what the reason is, innit? What the reason is. I can give my opinion on what I think the reason is. Yeah, it's like people don't want to let go of whatever they've been able to accumulate, or whatever levels they've been able to contract, they've been able to negotiate with society or whatever. Some people don't want to change upgrade the contract or downgrade their own contract to make someone else's contract a bit better. Innit? But in my opinion, in somewhere was what deals with equality much better than, it's not going to be perfect, innit? But like a lot better than whatever we've got at the moment. My people on it. Yeah, serious, you know. Serious, yeah, unity is true still, man, but it's not even about with that, yeah. Unity is right. That's the one, yeah. It's how do we get, like I was speaking with on the panel the other day, how does the left-wing people get the points that they're making, or have the discussions, the uncomfortable discussions that working class white dons want to have, or don't want to have, or whatever, without it getting into anyone trying to make anyone else look stupid, like fact-finding mission in it, that. But as you know, yeah, I don't like the terms. Don't like the air quotes white working class, right? Because I'm saying that, yo, that's what all of us, a lot of us are in this working class bracket. You know what I'm saying? That I know the issues that the different working class communities all complain about. Quite similar. You're a conspiracy theorist, bro. You bad. Leave you well upset, man. Oh, mate. You know, it's crazy, yeah? You see that working class right wingers, yeah? These men are never happy. Yo, the man them that they wanted to win the election in America won the election. And these men are still balling. They're still a ball. Eh? Oh, man. Reanimate his body. You said something horrible to me last week, so I don't like you forever. Man. Man. Yeah, alright, mate. Oh, no. I did tell you, man. I think these right wingers are fucking big babies, cuz. Charles. Oh. Big baby Jesus. Mate. Don't worry about it, man. Hush like a baby, yeah? Sit down, punch here like a lady. Man. Alright. Are you still running around telling British people They can't talk about grooming gangs no more because Trump won. Trump is the head of the grooming gang. How you mean? He's like a high level nonce, super bacon. He's boss bacon now, anyway. Yeah, yeah. You know what it is, yeah? Making a claim against someone that's true, yeah, means that no one can try to bring a liable charge against you, yeah. So it's strange, isn't it? Think about this, yeah. Think about this, yeah. The craziest thing ever. People listening in the chat. Just listen to this, yeah, the scenario. A lot of things happened, yeah, where what people have said are right wing people or this right wing personality or this newspaper or so and so has said something and they need to apologize. Yeah, and everyone comes out and goes, "Oh, it's free speech. Why do we need to apologize? Yeah, we're entitled to our opinions." Blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. Then Donald Trump gets into power, yeah, and then for the last couple of days, every day, the same people were saying that David Lammy, Keir Starmer, and others should be offering Donald Trump apologies. I'm to this free speech, man. Well, I'm too entitled to my opinion. I'm to suck it up, buttercup. Where did you go? Yeah, I mean, listen, down. Yeah, the bun lammy, man. He's a weirdo anyway, man. That's it. Lava for lammy, cuz. Right, sorry, you lost. Hold on one sec, yeah. I want to see it. Yeah, send me the link, man. Send me the link, yeah. That's right, sorry. That's right. Send me the link, cuz. I want to see that. No one, sit up. Hey, you know what happened, yeah? I use those. Can you get next day delivery on? Can you get next day delivery on sending something to the DVLA? Type in the chat and let me know, man. Let me know in the chat.
The bag, sir.
Yes, please. No back, no back. One second, sorry, I gotta use my card. Hold on. Good. I'm not. Sadiq. How you mate? Yeah. Hey, you know what Sadiq Khan said? He said, Muslim man, don't apologize for no orange boy. But hey, man, I'm well hungry, you know. Trust me, cause oh my days. Oh mate. So you get arts for guaranteed next day at post office. Oh yeah, that's what I'm flipping. Need to get for one of the whips as well, man. On a note, does anyone know if you can tax a vehicle whilst you sent a V6 form for the V5 document? Nah, you have to wait. You have to wait. You might have to put it on Sawn. Just until you get the what's it called? I gave you a clip of Gene Carroll saying grape was every girl's fantasy. You still believe the story and run with it. So wait, hold on a sec, yeah? So you're saying that because Gene Carroll said grape was every girl's fantasy, that the grape that she's talking about, the sexual assault that she's talking about with Donald Trump is not true. Yeah. Yeah, you need the green slip, bro. You can't get it, man. You gotta have the paperwork still. No, it's not me that don't know what woke is. You man don't know what woke is. You just remixed the version of woke means this, that, and the other. Yeah? But let me play the rest of this video while I eat this.
On that, but I mean, I absolutely would agree with him that poverty should be, alleviating poverty should be absolutely central to this government's objectives. Clearly, work is one of the best routes out of poverty. Equalising women's participation rates in the economy with those of men would add 1.3 million economically active people into the workforce, which is why helping women back into work is absolutely central to this government's goals.
Well, this is the worst.
You. All right, so let's get into the main event. Let's get into the main event. You know, if I keep talking about wealth inequality, I won't stop in it. Yes, let it play.
This officer's name has gone out. He's now got a £10,000 on his head, and I believe, although the commissioner may tell me differently, that he's had to go into hiding over this. This is totally unacceptable. He has had to wait 2 years. I'm not saying that the jury was wrong. It only took them 3 hours with none of the information that you had about this particular chap, none of that information. It only took them 3 hours to give in a no guilty. We appreciate the work that the jury did, but they saw in 3 hours, without all that information, that the firearms officer was not guilty.
I think the criticism the member has should be against the judge who heard submissions and made the decision to announce NX121, not the Mayor of London or the chief officer employed by the GLA. It was a decision made by the trial judge.
No, my criticism is of you. You are a leader. Well, you're supposed to be a leader. You are the Mayor of London, and you are also the Police and Crime Commissioner. And yet you were putting out things in a one-sided way right from the beginning. That police officer and his colleagues had to listen to that the whole time, knowing many of them know the background here. And let me tell you, very many of black families knew the background to this person. And yet you've sent out nothing but sympathy. Yes, to the parents, I can believe that once or twice. But you did it. I mean, if you thought it was so right, I don't know why you've taken your comments off the website. They've suddenly disappeared once the verdict came in.
Nothing's been deleted from my social media account at all, and I'm sure at the subsequent inquest that'll be held, the member.
Wait, Justice, have you got the new keeper's slip? If you got the new keeper's slip, yeah, you can get taxed on it, innit? I thought you haven't got you've lost it or something. That's when you usually fill in that V60, is it V65 or V60 something form? When you lose the if you lose the green thing or you lose the logbook. Yeah, so imagine Susan Hall, yeah, with her Facebook group. Remember Susan Hall's Facebook group? What they was calling Sadiq Khan in the Facebook group. Mad. Hey, listen, this is how you know, yeah, the internet's undefeated, especially when it comes to racism. They called him a khaki hunt. Yeah? That is mad. And then you know what they did? Spell it like KH. Like their clothing, khaki. I said, oh my days. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, yeah, that's that sort of racism. That's high grade. That's Cali. That's like the Cali of it. Yeah, because like, yeah, it was in the comments. It was in the Facebook group. There was an investigation. A journalist went undercover into the Facebook group and screenshotted all the racism. She ain't Britain First or one of them. She's fucking flipping conservatives. My bad for the swearing a little bit early in the morning. You know what I mean? I love to do my swearing in the morning. Mad. Alright, but boom. Let's get back onto the actual topic. Should Sadiq Khan apologise to the police officer, Martin Blake? He was found not guilty in a court of law after the Chris Carver incident for statements that he made online about the officer. Should Sadiq Khan really have stayed quiet on the matter until it went through court? So situations and scenarios like this don't happen, right? Where it's like, right, you think it's one thing, it comes out to not be the thing that you think it is, or it still could be. Yeah. And then now these other people want to try pressure you to have to make mad apologies, where if you just said, oh, okay, we're just going to wait and see what the court case comes out with. That's the hard thing about being a public figure, right? It's giving your just opinion on things as a public figure, as someone with influence or a big following or whatever. Like, I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about like Sadiq Khan, innit? Yeah. Or like, I don't know, someone that's got a big enough following to people to protest against or about. The men have got to be careful when they're speaking, innit? Why is Sadiq Khan racist? I don't know if I've ever heard someone say that Sadiq Khan was racist before still. I just hear the right winger don't say they don't like Sadiq Khan. I remember Dave used to tell me I don't like Sadiq Khan because of the ULEZ thing. And, sorry. To the ULEZ. People had to buy new cars that couldn't afford it and all that sort of stuff there. I reckon that they could have done a better job on helping poorer in society on that there still. Because they've done a £2 scrappage scheme. On a level, that's not just a fucking deposit, right? I flip flop, man. Shut up, man. Leave Carl alone. And come on. Hey, all right, go on, man. Let it play.
Will again have an opportunity to express her views.
My views is that you should take a more balanced approach from the beginning. You should not have.
Hey, look. Khan thought you meant that Khan, innit? Not that Khan. Sadiq Khan. Yeah? Not Khanito. Yeah? You mean not kebab shop Khan? Hey, big up Khan. But. Hey. Mad. Yeah, man, so it's official, fam. We got man like the big orange one up in the power. You hear me, cuz? Mad. Alright, you know it's gonna be like a funny next 4 years, right? Because obviously we got Labour in the UK and they got Republicans over there in America, and they're supposed to have an air quotes special relationship. Now it's magic how these men were smiling about a special relationship, but man probably pick up the phone and be like, hey, listen, you poor soul. Special relationship. It's true. We should always question, or anytime there is spaces, I think, yeah, the British public are missing out on the trick what the Americans have been able to take advantage of, where being able to hold local representatives to account a bit more. So they actually start pushing the people in Westminster for the things what they promise when they get elected. The promises they get elected on. In general, both sides of both parties or whatever. Yeah, and then the other fringe parties in between. I do think that the British public could pressure their local MPs. You know, like, especially, you know what I mean? Like, especially if you live in a place like Clacton. You know, like Clacton-on-Sea. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, your local MPs holding surgeries in Clacton-on-Sea. He's always there. Man of the people. Trying to get things sorted and that. We want our country back. We're going to make Britain great again and all that sort of stuff there. You know? Yeah, man. So if I was a Reform fan voter in Clacton-on-Sea, I would actually think Nigel Farage is taking a piss out of us. He's just using us as a stepping stone to further his career to whatever he's trying to do in it. Yeah. How the hell is he not holding no surgeries in MP surgeries in the place when the man never got bare issues? I remember all these documentaries about the Turkish barbershops, the barbershops in Clacton-on-Sea. I swear we played it on G Block one time. The lady was talking about the closing down of the barbershops. I don't know where these Turkish barbershops are getting their money from. He was like, things all kitted out and blah, blah. They might not even get no customers and their business looks all nice and new. It's like, whoa. So, in general, yeah, you see like what's happening here. Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back, yeah. So in general, what's happening here, like this London Assembly stuff here, where the other politicians are holding or trying to ask questions to Sadiq Khan and all them sort of stuff there. I think all of us as British public, especially if you vote, and even if you don't, I think especially if you don't vote, should be attending the surgeries and other bits and pieces where you can get to try to hold your local MP accountable for the things what they've been promising to do and they haven't done yet, and it doesn't look like they're ever going to do. You know? The business that I front around things that was brought up in London Assembly too. Yeah. It's called money laundering. Yeah. Who there's loads of people that's money laundering still, man. Just because my man set up a new barbershop or whatever and he ain't got the customers yet, it don't mean his one's definitely a money launderer though, right? That was really what the point I was making. Saying that people don't launder or people don't have business fronts or whatever. I literally walked into I walked into a business front the other day. Yeah, it was literally not even a business. I walked into a fake business front the other day. Yeah. So I was in Kingston upon Thames, and I thought, let me get something hot for lunch, like a shawarma wrap or something. I walked into the shop, yeah. Yo, the first step I took in, everyone turned around. Like, there was like, I don't know, about 15, 20 people there, yeah, but like, all in different places or whatever. As I stepped through the threshold, everyone turned around. Yeah. But these times here, I didn't even pay attention first of all, innit? You know, like, it's hindsight when you clock on. So I weren't really paying attention, yeah. So I was like, freaking out, obviously, like, right, so borrowing a shop or whatever. So I walked past the people then and went to the counter. I was like, right, you selling food? He's like, oh no, kitchen's closed. Yeah, so I'm like, damn, kitchen's closed, yeah? He's like, yeah. I'm like, right, but it says it sells food on the outside. He's like, yeah, kitchen's closed though. Alright, cool. Yeah, so but then I went, every man, there's a couple man over there smoking shisha, a couple man on the other side doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you them say shisha what? Boy, move. Yeah, because yo, lie. These times there, the man them weren't expecting no real people to come in. It's like the man them already knowing it. It's just a place where you'll see the man them or their guys just smoking a shisha or smoking a cigarette or whatever it is out there. Yeah, I definitely think that was a front still. Yeah. And that was after actually trying to buy something from the shop, innit? And more times, yeah, if you are having a what's it called, like you still provide the service what the front's actually for. Like if it's fucking a dry cleaners, but they're putting other money through there, you'll still see people using the dry cleaners now and then, innit? They will still have customers. It would just mean the amount of customers that they have or are taking in really doesn't add up with if you really went into their accountants. It doesn't really equate to the amount of money they're putting through the till. That's tax return money or whatever. I mean VAT money or whatever. So yeah, it's bad still. Mm. You can report anonymously at crime stoppers. Oh my god! Now you want me to be a grass as well? Now, yeah, yeah. You want me to be a grass? Hey, you must want me to get run out of Greenwich and that. Oh man, Greenwich now. Yo, now listen. Uh, we talk when you think it can't come to market again. It can't come to market. Draw off the man him again. Yeah. Yo, all that grass into cuz. You mad? Oh, I don't even know what happened. I don't know when it cut off here. I just down quickly and the screen was gone. You hear me? The screen did run away. How you mean? I don't even know when it did drop off, you know. I was just talking about getting rushed outside Greenwich Moorleys and all that, cuz. Next time man goes to buy a cheeky little hot wing and chips. Am I being hacked? Yeah, you know what it is, yeah? Like, man's got a different van at the moment still. It's a Randy drives around Hackney. Literally, Randy drives from like N11 to E5 and thinks that, yeah, because I've got reception in between N11 and E5, my reception's better than yours. Hey, you know that, yeah? Randy sounds like Keir Starmer without a blocked nose. Without the blocked nose. Without the sinuses. No, Velly. I have better service than you. Let me guess, you're in a new shape Ford Connect. Yeah, man. Ask me, I'm gonna take no disrespect. Man like Randy Starmer, you know. Hey. Mad. My bad. You know what it is, yeah? My company phone and my personal phone are on the same network. But my company phone never goes off. Never goes off reception, you hear me? But the other one does, it's mad still. Alright. So, got about 10 minutes left, yeah, because I got a few appointments in one building. Come on. It's them fun businesses. I was joking, man. You can start going bad. I remember, yeah. Hey, listen to this, yeah. Listen to our racist, yeah. Listen to our racist bumper clout scientific method is, yeah. I remember, yeah. So people that chat, having bad debates and discussions and whatever, innit, yeah. And then people started getting on to me, innit. So that was like, what do you do? What do you do? Yeah. And I was like, don't worry about what I do, man. Rah. So, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What? You ain't got a job. And I was like, alright, so guess what my job is, isn't it? Yeah, whatever. Imagine the first thing scientific method come up with. He said, I thought you was a drug dealer. What? I thought you was a drug dealer. I'm like, God damn. God damn. Know what I'm saying? Like, nah, because you're always driving about. And then you stop for a couple minutes. And then you're driving about again. I was like, that's racist, cuz. You get me? Why don't you say flipping a delivery driver or something? You know what I'm saying? But I said, well, you're nearly right still, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Parlay the pipes in it, but you can't smoke these pipes, cuz. You can't smoke these pipes, you know what I'm saying? But damn, if you ever try to smoke a copper pipe, your lips will get bun up. Bun up! Oh my days. Yeah, bun up, bro. Superconductor. You know what I mean? So, there you go. I've even called scientific method racist. How about that? Yeah? Oh, man. Apparently Labour about to announce asylum seekers could get free bus pass. Mad. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that still, man. I don't know, but you know what it is here? Like, I keep trying to say to you, cause like, bro, you gotta remember, I didn't vote for Labour either. But like, I would definitely rather a Labour than a Conservatives, innit? Because Conservatives ain't giving poor people no breaks. No breaks. Look how much the numbers of homelessness has risen. I think about it, yeah. In the last 14 years, 15 years, how much more homeless people have you seen on the street? And all these little public services that are cut, you don't think that there's no correlation between that and that? All these public services that are gone, that people needed and used to use, and the rising number of homeless people that we're seeing on the streets. Like British citizens, not like people you think are migrants or illegal immigrants or whatever. The homeless situation is so it's hard to explain, man. There's not a one answer to the homeless thing, innit? That's why I was like, it has some correlation in it. And then each homeless person is a case by case scenario still. Nothing for a homeless here because they couldn't afford to pay their rents in the private accommodation what they was in. And they can't get housed by the council because the waiting list is mad as well. And then you start sofa surfing, fall out with your brethren you might be staying with. So a wrap from there, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Mad. So some people are purposely homeless, innit? Yeah, but I'm saying that's the minority, innit? The majority of homeless people are not trying to just be homeless and destitute. Innit? If there was a place for someone them to live and a role for them to fulfill, even if it's grudgingly at first. You gotta remember, yeah, like at your job, innit, yeah, your work or whatever. There's some days you wake up and you actually don't want to go work, innit, yeah, but you still just go work, innit, because the routine of what you've programmed yourself to have to do. Same thing with training. The people that go gym, they go gym some days when they don't want to go. That's why the people that are professional in whatever they're professional in, they do the extra work at the times when you don't want to do. So that's why they get better at whatever they get to do in it. Like, so first of all, it might be gradually that certain people might have to take certain roles. But once it becomes part of the routine and people can see the benefits, or the person and the people around them can see the benefits from it, noticeable. Might become a routine that they actually want rather than resent, you know what I'm saying? So that's extra peak out here, man. I'm telling you. It's not just peak. It's extra peak. Awesome. Trust me. Come on, right? Big up sauce, man. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Some people don't like rules. They wouldn't to abide by them. Yeah, that's the grudgingly types, right? That are not gonna want to do so and so at first, but it's like if you start to see when you start to feel the benefits and notice the benefits from whatever the thing is, that the route that we're trying to talk about or whatever, then that's the one that's gonna make you say, yeah, I didn't want to do this shit first, or I didn't like doing this rah 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 first. Now I'm feeling noticing the benefits from whatever changes that I'm starting to implement. I have to do this now. You know what I'm saying? So some people might come along begrudgingly, unwilling. When we're going to see the benefits of immigration. Get the hell out of here, man. You stupid. You can look at the benefits of that already still. When are we going to see the benefits of Brexit? Because we ain't seeing no benefits from Brexit. Yeah, imagine I was chatting to one don on TikTok, yeah, about Brexit. He was telling me all these fancy stuff, and I'm like, brother, you mad? The hell out of here. You're telling us about 2030 we need to wait till then to see some results from Brexit. That's not how it was advertised, right? It was advertised as milk and honey from day one. Do you know what I'm saying? First day, end of Brexit, milk, honey, at door, waiting list gone, housing better, improvement in jobs, trade, sovereignty. Yeah, none of them things. Nothing materialized. Just pain. Yeah, welcome to the house of pain. Da, 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 da. Yeah, me, Tommy Robinson's in Spain. Da, 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 da. Nigel's in Germany on a plane. And he's gone to Browners Trump again. That's welcome to the yo. No benefits. Just bucks. No benefits, just a bucks. Now you're out. Mad. Man, oh my days. Listen, the economy is already getting fucked up, and Brexit finished the economy. We might be poor for long, still. All these other economies, the speed of their comebacks or recoveries. Mad. Yeah, there's definitely not no benefits from any gremlins from Canada coming to the UK. No benefits. Mate. So welcome to the house of pain. Tommy's got an ass in Spain. Nigel's going Germany again. Putting Donald Trump in the frame. Jose licked his bum again. But where's your Clacton gun? Where's your Clacton gun? Mad. Where's your Clacton gun? Where's your Clacton gun? Mad. Is Nigel Farage actually gonna do a day's work in Clacton? Or is he just gonna be brown nosing? Now he's just hanging off the fucking Donald Trump's nutsack. Yeah. Nigel Farage is gonna be Bumba Clark orange. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Luckily in the UK, people are a lot more sane than the bloody lunatics in America voting a sex offender. Oh my gosh. Wild. Wild. Move the van over a little bit. Where's your Clacton gun? Where's your Clacton gun? Where's your Clacton gun? Mad. And so Donald. Hey, you know what's going to be wild, yeah? When Donald Trump announces, yeah, we're putting tariffs on all our goods. I reckon one of Trump's sons will move to the UK and run for the car. You couldn't even type that with a straight face, let alone say it. Oh man. Man. Yeah. Man, like fascist ass Trump, you know. Yes, that's what it is. It's Elon Musk and Joe Rogan got Donald Trump elected, bro. Yeah, that's how you know, cause America's a land of conspiracy. About how you mean? Be careful with them bumbleclad American youths, you know. Mad, 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 mad. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. Starmer 2024. Big up. Oh, go on. Great interview. It was a great interview, bro. It was a great interview, bro. Watched it yesterday. Yeah, Babs calling someone low IQ. Yeah, man. Rogan used to be Bernie, bro. And Elon was a Democrat. What changed? I don't know. I don't even know, mate. Yeah, I ain't got a Scooby Doo, mate. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm just over here listening to my Will Smith CD. But I've got to lock it off though, still, but Bugatti that. I've got a few customers here. Sure, in the car. Inside the properties. Yeah, man. How no shows are done out here now, bro. This used to be everyone's channel, cause it's my channel again now. You know what I mean? Big Dotty stinking valley. Cocoa powder, Ranger Crackosaurus. Oh, what? Mhm. Yeah, man. All right, goes, cuz, man. Speak out there. I'm gonna run this and then we're out still.
Officer's name have gone out. He's now got a £10,000 on his head, and I believe, although the commissioner may tell me differently, that he's had to go into hiding over this. This is totally unacceptable. He has had to wait 2 years. I'm not saying that the jury was wrong. It only took them 3 hours with none of the information that you had about this particular chap, none of that information. It only took them 3 hours to give in a no guilty. We appreciate the work that the jury did, but they saw in 3 hours, without all that information, that the firearms officer was not guilty.
I think the judge who heard submissions and made the decision to announce NX 121, not the Mayor of London or the chief officer employed by the GLA. It was a decision made by the trial judge.
No, my criticism is of you. You are a leader. Well, you're supposed to be a leader. You are the Mayor of London, and you are also the Police and Crime Commissioner. And yet you were putting out things in a one-sided way right from the beginning. That police officer and his colleagues had to listen to that the whole time, knowing many of them know the background here. And let me tell you, very many of black families knew the background to this person. And yet you've sent out nothing but sympathy. Yes, to the parents, I can believe that once or twice. But you did it. I mean, if you thought it was so right, I don't know why you've taken your comments off the website. They'd suddenly disappeared once the verdict came in.
Nothing's been deleted from my social media account at all. And I'm sure at the subsequent inquest that'll be held, the member will again have an opportunity to express her views.
My views is that you should take a more balanced approach from the beginning. You should not have put really the police in a situation like this. If you think about the police officer for those 2 years and his colleagues who were with him, and it came out in court that another firearms officer said that if, and I won't name him, if that gentleman hadn't shot Chris Carver, they would have put a bullet into the car to stop him. They had a 2-ton Audi being aimed at them. When are we all going to start supporting the police in a better way? Had he been found guilty, then perhaps that's something different. You could make comments after that. But 2 years he's had to put up with this. 2 years the Metropolitan Police have had to put up with this. 2 years of you being on one side. This is not good enough. If we don't all start supporting our police more, the numbers are declining. They're handing in their tickets so that they can be firearms officers. Yesterday in a meeting, the Deputy General Secretary from the Met Fed, Simon Hill, said that officers were lacking in confidence even when they're actually policing the demonstrations in London. They are lacking in confidence. And why are they? Because they're not getting the support they need. And that's what he actually said in the meeting yesterday. And it comes from the top. And that is why I've got problems with you, Mr. Mayor. You should be more supportive, or if not, just keep quiet. Would you like to apologise to the police officer that has been found not guilty? And would you like to apologise for the whole attitude around this right from the beginning?
Well, can I put on record my thanks to all our officers, particularly our firearms officers, who do an incredibly difficult job under extraordinary circumstances, under a unique set of pressures. They'd be the first to accept, as indeed all police officers do, that it's really important in a democracy. We have a proper system of checks and balances in relation to how the police are held to account. There is an issue in relation to the system of accountability for firearms officers, and that's one of the reasons why I fully support the review being done by this Home Secretary. On me first becoming the Mayor, a previous Commissioner took me on my first visit to meet firearms officers and articulated the concerns they had because of a lack of support from the government in relation to challenges around firearms officers. I'm pleased 5 Home Secretaries later, this one is sorting that out.
Yes. Waffle, waffle, waffle. I asked you a very simple question. Would you like to apologise to the police officer that has now been found not guilty by the jury? Yes or no?
I think it's really important to support our firearms officers, but it's really important to make sure there is a system of accountability.
You're sounding like a parrot, Mr. Mayor. Just answer the question.
Well, I'm sorry it's only taken 12 minutes for them ever to resort to abuse. I'm quite clear in relation to the importance of the police having my support, but also me challenging them. And I'll continue to support the police. And that's one of the reasons why I welcome this Home Secretary finally reviewing accountability to make sure they get the support they need that's proportionate.
Right. Well, I'd just like to say, Commissioner, that many of us, and I've been written to by many people, we actually feel for your officer. I am very sorry. In my view, he's been let down, and his family, very badly by our Police and Crime Commissioner. I won't ask you to comment unless you particularly want to. I feel very strongly about this.
I wouldn't mind commenting on the case briefly, sort of not on your recent exchange with the Mayor, but just on the case in general. There's always going to be, in these moments during an investigation, a lack of public information, and we're always going to see a range of conjecture and some of it nonsense on social media, and that's unavoidable. But I think what's helpful is, wherever possible, to recognise that cases like this, for me, this case particularly prompts three sort of issues for debate. Firstly, of course, there is sympathy for a family, regardless of the circumstances, and recognising that, particularly in that context of rumour, these incidents can fall heavy on communities. But secondly, empathy for officers and the role that they do and the challenging situation they face. Sort of having regular coffees with Martin Blake over recent months, I've been astounded by his personal resilience and dignity with what the world has thrown at him and his family, which has turned their life upside down, when he was confronting a dangerous criminal on behalf of us all. He would be the first to say he expected full accountability. Normally that would be done in an inquest. Many of us were surprised it was done through a murder trial, but normally that would just be done in an inquest. But regardless of that, he expects that accountability. But the third point I think it prompts is, I think making this about race is a sort of dangerous and helpful conversation. The 6-7 gang are a dangerous gang. They're amongst the most dangerous gangs in London. We reckon they've got about 95 core members. This year so far, we're into more than double figures of boys who we sort of rescued from exploitation by the gang. And we all know the pathway, sort of 12, 13, 14-year-olds being drawn into gangs, bullied, coerced, in a vulnerable sort of position, running drugs, and they're the gang leaders of the future. And that's a sad, sad cycle. They're responsible for certainly into double figures of shootings this year, that gang. And our interventions against them and other gangs like them in London is always going to be really contentious. I wish, and I know Martin Blake wishes, that Chris Cabba's behaviour hadn't caused the confrontation it did on that night, and he'd spent the next 10 or 20 years in prison. That would have been, everyone would have wished that was the answer, but Chris Cabba made some choices that led to Martin Blake feeling he had no choice but to do what he did. So I think a balanced debate about how crime falls on communities and the effect, and it's these sort of effects that mean that young black men in London are 13 times more likely to be murdered than young white men. How we work together on that problem is a part of this, as much as how we support officers who are confronting these difficult issues, as much as respect for the family. And
one day I went to Asda. I went to shoplifting. I'm a Nigerian. soldier, ever eater who stole my visa. T-shirt wearer, super drinker, funky house raver. Pounded jam with the okra eater, jollof rice cooker, pop tester. I know a couple of juju masters, chichi cruncher, shaki chewer. I use the bucket and container. Yeah, I know my wave like an African sailor. Where's my material? Call me a tailor. No woman, no crack, she don't be whaler. Batman, please don't bust us and later. Yo, God, I need from Ethiopia. Big batty girl with everything features. Boo shanty dance back in Kenya. Make my money cause I'm Nigeria. I went to Lidl. I went to shoplifting Lidl. Then I got caught in Lidl. Now I don't go back to Lidl. One day I went to Asda. I went to shoplifting Asda. Then I got caught in. One day I came to England without a real passport. I got past immigration without getting caught. Now I'm in England. I must go secondary school. I was 19, but I told them I was 14. So I'm in year 9 and I am doing my stats. I love to eat chicken and chips and let's not go on MSN. One day I was in the bath and Oyinbo man came to my door. He said, Olushola, I just said we are immigration. Go back to Lidl.